one thing we need to do as a government, looking at the government, we are not looking at some other foreign institution that lives somewhere else. But we are looking at, suppose now it's a house. Someone, your son works there, and then you are as a father, and then tomorrow really she's not in the house. You are not going to say, no, Simon who works must also provide. Ordinarily, he would be providing. But I'm just framing that to say that the government is the father of these kids. You give this pension to a grandmother with you already knowing what that money is going to be used for. It cannot also again to come back and then fund someone who is now graduating from that poverty to come and then assist again into that family. Because we go to schools that we go and plow back at home.
Yes.
Parental role will now zoom in as to say, where is the accommodation of the child staying? What about food? You see, all that per month, the cost of food in Windhoek, but in particular, or elsewhere in towns, it's very costly. And that's one now thing to tell you. And now if the grandmother now outsources ordinary, which is something which they do, obviously, they always do that. They send money, you hear, no, my money is at ShopRite. If you go in ShopRite now, there's a queue because parents are sending money through ShopRite because they can't read and transfer or anything of that sort. But I'm just trying to put or suggest that parents, they are there, but their roles should be limited so that whatever money that the government gives into the village, which is the village reality, should always try to transform. If you go into the villages where we come from, Mr. Toivo, you would see that there is nothing really that the government, that shows that there is a government, that there's a presence of government, except that money. That money can't build a toilet. That money now, now, if in terms of the years that of drought and everything, grannies are also surviving on that money. Yeah. And there may be 3-4 of them there out in the university per year. And per month, that money comes so small.
No,
I don't know how much it is, maybe 1,000 or something. But
1,600, yes.
To divide it to such an extent, it's very little for a girl child in particular.
Yeah.
Those of us, the guys, we can even go a week, bath twice or once. Our soup can just, last. But to a girl child, it's something that I pity and I associate that perhaps as government, of course, we are a young nation, but somewhere, somehow, we need to zoom in.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I understand. I fully understand. No, I was just driving you to say something might be a lot, because look, the structural, the mother of all problems is unemployment.
Yes.
Once there's no job, then the whole family structure is in trouble.
Yes.
Because imagine like yourself, you've graduated now, and like you say about, like what you said about expectations, people expect that Ephraim has graduated, he will quickly get a job after university, and he will come home and help his siblings. His younger siblings and whatnot. So that is the difficulty. But in terms of things like accommodation, student accommodation, which is a big issue also that you just mentioned, what must happen there?
You know, one thing we need to see, and to the government or the local government in particular, they need to do when they go to our voters or when they are actually busy campaigning now. You see, there is a video of where we come from now. Councillor is campaigning at cooker shops because that's where the youth is being found, and the number of the youth, the labor of the youth possess a potential labor force, whereby you could see that, yes, this is what needs to happen. Why a councillor would go and find these people at cooker shops in the middle of the afternoon, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock or 1 or 12 o'clock? It tells you that there are no other activities that these youth are engaged. There is no work. Even in the rural communities, there is nothing. A councillor should be telling us how this community or how this constituency is going to look after 5 years. Then it goes to tell you that already, even those of us who are in urban cities could feel something, and then it calls to whereby infrastructure, in developmental infrastructure. What about accommodation? Because you would just find that there is nothing, literally, not even a building. You may have money, but there is no a building where to rent. There is no public infrastructures that can be said, oh, these are government flats. They can be rented out by students. You know, so except private sectors. So that's where now the government or the local authority, the business of the local authority needs to transform, actually acutely so transform with a purposeful and a decisiveness to transform our communities in terms of infrastructure, decent job and sustainable job that will already tell us that after 5-10 years, even those of us who work or are doing something are poor working force. How is that going to transform back at home?
Missed the madness? Catch every sharp jab, unfiltered truth, and political punchline from Second Take, the show that says what others won't. From presidential bloopers to policy absurdities, we satirize the powerful and poke the pompous. If you didn't catch the fire live, don't sweat it. Every single story is waiting for you on Echo. Find us at 102.com and Echo, in your time, on your terms.
So the biggest difficulty was just accessing funding. To move from, first it was from the idea to prototype, of which we got some small funding to help us from there. And then I spent a longer period trying to secure funding to move now from the prototype to the commercial products.
Why do you think there's such a hesitation or a lack of funding for good ideas? I mean, with your background and education, surely they can see on paper, and definitely there's a huge demand. People need products like especially the solar cooker and the solar dryer. Why is the money not available in Namibia?
So because I feel like most of the funders want to fund already established businesses because they are scared to put money and then you don't
get your return.
Yeah. So I think that's the biggest fear among investors, just to put money in an idea which will end up not taking off.
I see. During the process of setting up your business and bringing it to where it is now, where you've got actual products, what surprised you in that whole process?
So I think the biggest surprise was that being your own boss, that isn't as beautiful as it sounds. It comes with so many challenges, and also that people might have a real problem and you might have the best possible solutions, but if you don't clearly demonstrate how beneficial this product is to them, they might not see the value in it. And that having a good product is not all. You have to test this with real users. You have to get to hear from the people that you are targeting. Do they like it? Does it function the same way, the way that they want it to function? That's the only way you can move forward.
Okay. How do you see entrepreneurship in Namibia, especially small and medium enterprises, developing over the next 5 years? I know that government has repeatedly called for more small and medium enterprises. People are saying it's supposed to drive our economy, it's supposed to create jobs because we are in desperate need of jobs. Do you think any of that will happen the way you see things developing at the moment?
Yes, I think there will be, it looks promising, especially for those in green space, agriculture-based solutions, technology solutions. I feel like in the next 5 years, there might be a rise in those SMEs, and with a good support from the government and other institutions, I feel like these small SMEs will contribute to food security, rural development, and even climate resilience.
Oh, very good. The only thing is that, you know, promoting, supporting SMEs, we've been hearing about it for years and years. Also, the sectors that you have highlighted, it's not new. What do you think will have to change for Namibia to be able to realize those ambitions?
I feel, to me, is giving entrepreneurs support at an early stage. Let me say, when someone comes with an idea, try to support them from that idea to maybe the prototype, and just they must have proper monitoring to avoid the risk.
Yes.
And because most of them are afraid of the risk, that's why they don't want to support those one at the bottom.
Yes.
So they are scared that maybe they will support them and then they will not take off. So if you could support them, by then we should have proper monitoring systems. Then I feel like they will go further.
Okay, okay. Tell us a bit more about your products, especially the solar cooker. Is it affordable?
Currently, because we are not doing local manufacturing, it's a bit not affordable to the lower income people. By then we are trying to come up with strategies that will allow them to still be able to purchase, such as being able to lay-by. And also we do put on promotions, 20% off, for instance.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, very good. And do you have any relationship, for instance, with Solar Revolving Fund in Ministry of Industries, Mines and Energy? They're supposed to be helping people to find alternative and support people in lieu of connecting houses to the grid. Have you spoken to those guys yet?
Not yet, but we are looking forward to it.
Okay.
As we were trying to introduce the product first, they must see the communities using them. They must see the demand on paper.
Yes.
And then that's when they will believe that it's actually needed.
So which community is your home community? Where have the people seen this product working?
Well, they've seen it in Deep North.
Where is the Deep North?
Omakuva, and also Omahokwe. It's in Omusati region, Oshakati, Ekuku, and also here in Windhoek.
Okay.
We have been around Windhoek, Havana, Hakahana.
You said something very interesting at the start of our interview about how when you were growing up in the Deep North, there were forests and there was lots of wood and trees everywhere, and how it has changed. What does the landscape look like now? And is it deforestation, or what has happened to change the situation?
Basically, the main contributor was the population, I should say, because when we went there were not so many houses.
Yes.
But if you go now, almost every part which was occupied by trees has a household.
I see.
So yeah.
Okay. And climate change, has it had an impact there where you are from?
Yes, it does, but I mean the main cause of this was mainly the population increase.
Population increase.
Yes.
Okay.
So population increase, now everybody is trying to get the wood and cut down for whatever, so everything got finished.
Okay.
Nobody's planting, so.
Okay. Tell me, you hold 2 degrees already, I think you said. Did all that formal education, do you think it's necessary in order to become an entrepreneur, and does it help you now?
I think for me it's work hand in hand, because it was my first degree that motivated me to start a company.
Yes.
And my second degree, actually I want to find a solution to the feedback I got through the company. Yes, so it really, I can't say it helped me become an entrepreneur, but it motivated me to be a better entrepreneur.
Okay, okay. And what has been the highlight of your entrepreneurial journey this far? What was the one moment that stands out in your memory when you were like, hooray, I've done it?
I think just seeing the expression of my customers. I mean, let me say one was labeling a solar dryer, and then after they are done paying, now you can see they are really happy and they can't wait to actually do the work with the solar dryer. Especially most complain about having wasted products.
Yes.
Because they don't know where to put them, so they just have to go to waste. So now with the solar dryer, they could see, I mean, they could do something with the products.
Okay, so the product lasts longer and they can get it to market?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
with proper guidelines, yes.
You've been very lucky in your journey, but you've also had the opportunity to gain valuable insights. What do you think are the most valuable insights that you can share with young entrepreneurs who are hopeful to follow in your footsteps?
So it's just start where you are with what you have. You shouldn't wait for maybe big funding or to wait for the right time to come. Just start with what we have. And secondary is that you look out for communities like the TEF that can support you and also train you become a better person. So because entrepreneurship can be lonely, but if you have a network, it can be a bit smoother and also it can be motivating. And the third part is okay.
It's okay, Cecilia.
Yes.
But I was wondering, what if I make a mistake? Is it possible to recover, or should I just abandon that idea and move on to the next? As a young entrepreneur, what if I start something, it looks good, and then I make a mistake and things don't work out?
I mean, we can always find ways to move forward, because in entrepreneurship, in most cases, we don't end up with what we wanted.
Okay.
But like I said, you need to talk to the users. These devices, the designs are not what I had in 2021.
Oh.
But through the feedback I got from my users, I got to know what they actually want.
Okay.
And then that's helped me to bring better products that they end up actually liking.
I see. So did you make it bigger or lighter? What changes?
Lighter, more efficient, bigger inside, and yeah.
Okay.
But mostly the size and the weight, they were complaining a lot.
I see. And at the moment, you run the business alone? You don't have support from family or a silent partner?
I do have co-founders.
Oh, co-founders?
Yes.
Okay.
And I also do have the part-time employees that help me here and there.
Yeah.
Yes, and some support from some family members as well.
Okay. Do you think it's valuable and necessary to have that kind of support?
Of course, it's very, otherwise I wouldn't have made it. I can't make it alone. So it's very tiresome. It's very frustrating. It's very stressful. So if you are doing it alone, you end up being depressed. You end up being unable to do any other thing because of you are just stressing about the business.
I see. So it also has an impact on your mind and your state of being?
Yes.
What tricks do you use to keep yourself upbeat and positive?
So I try to talk to people and also just to share some workloads with others and just to get advices from other successful people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also partaking in these mentorship sessions, it actually helps you to, I mean, when you talk to experienced people, they teach you ways to actually overcome all these difficulties as an entrepreneur. So I have been applying whatever I actually learned from these mentorship programs, and that helped me a lot.
Okay. Do you have a last message to share with our viewers? Our time is almost up.
Oh, okay. So to the young entrepreneurs, all I want to say is that believe in your ideas and just seek support and just go on.
You see, the regional councils and local authorities elections are personal. People do not look at party politics. Quite antithetically, they look at national politics. That's exactly what transpired. Everybody saw this young candidate as an alternative, and the unfortunate part is
How old are you? Is it, if it's not too much to ask, on air?
Yeah, no. Quite proudly, I became a councillor at the age of 27.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I just retired. I'm a retired youth. I just retired quite recently on the 2nd of May.
Yeah.
I turned 36.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but the unfortunate thing is, and then I think it's one of the things that we need to look at as Namibians. Our political system is too fragmented. And it's that fragmentation that gave SWAPO the key to the constituency office. Because we were in a deficit of 75. And when you look at the other candidates, some got more than 150, some 200 and so on.
Yeah.
So the more fragmented we are, the unfortunate chances we are giving to the governing party.
Yeah. There's something that happened this week. This week, some officials in the Karas Regional Council were arrested, and people started questioning, because of course LPM dominates in that area, and people were questioning the timing of the ACC arresting those officials just 5 days or so before the election. But someone on social media commented this morning, very interestingly, to say, but if you think they are going after the opposition, the SWAPO candidate for Maruru constituency, your rival in this, your biggest rival, if the past results are anything to go by, has been arrested. He was arrested recently by ACC and just got bail recently. So people are saying ACC should not wait to do its job because it's elections and whatnot. That unfortunate incident for the SWAPO candidate, is it what they say, another person's what? There's an Afrikaans word, andermans. Yeah.
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah. Does it put you in a clear now to win this? Because if you can't, Mr. Nautoro, if you cannot win this election next week, while contesting with somebody who has corruption allegations, charges actually above their head, that would be unfortunate. That would be a very serious indictment on you.
Yeah. What one could say is that I know the candidate, she's a dear sister of mine. We have served together in council. But the unfortunate part is that when we, in terms of the Local Authority Act, Act number 23, Section 10, Act number 23 of 1992, Section 10 is where we say that we are going. I promise to uphold and defend the Namibian Constitution and all the laws of the Republic of Namibia, and to perform my duties as a local authority councillor diligently, fairly, honestly, and to the best of my ability. When we go off-road, the law is going to follow us. So at the end of the day, the people of Omaruru have a choice. Are we going to waste resources of the government? Should by whatever grace happened, my sister wins, and we have a by-election next year, 2026. So what I'm telling the people of Omaruru is that, look this side. Roger Nautoro is the only candidate with a clean and a clear record. My record is very clean. And I applaud the ACC because they are doing their work. It does not matter. So I agree with the sentiments of the citizen that is saying that no, it is not the fact that they are only targeting the opposition.
Yeah.
So as leaders, we need to take decisions that are not going to put us in our reputations in disrepute. We need to perform our duties fairly. We need to, if there are issues that you could see that this issue, I am conflicted. What is wrong to say I cannot participate in this matter because I have an interest, I have a conflict of interest? We need to declare. Yeah. So I urge the Marubians to not waste their votes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And parties like, I mean, I don't know who's standing now at this moment for UDF, but UDF is also, historically, it was always strong also in your area. How are you going to navigate
your way around, maybe assuming that the SWAPO issue, that arrest damaged the reputation of the candidate by default, of course. I don't think it was by design. But other parties, how are you going to navigate your way past them?
At the moment, it's unfortunate that I'm not in a position to declare who, but we have 4 of the political parties, our contestants that have decided to put their weight be behind us for the regional council. We also this morning we also received a request by one of the candidates, a regional candidate also, that have decided to also withdraw from the race to give us a better chance. He has done that in good faith for the one reason that it is not the political colors or the slogans that are going to bring development, but it is the ideas. So now when he looked at the ideas that we have for the Omaru constituency, he decided to give us his support. So, and as far as the other political parties are concerned, politics nowadays, especially in Namibia, it's more, it's centered around tribes and so on.
Yeah.
And I have proven that, because most of the parties that are there, they are predominantly not tribal, but tribe-based organizations or political organizations. And I've walked past that.
Yeah.
Through the work that I've done in a community. In the year of 2020, I took a lot of young people from Omaruru. We took them to participate in choral festivals in South Africa, Lesotho, and so on. The same young people I took in 2013, took them to Holland, took them to Germany. Quite recently, I also led a delegation of the Opuo youth choir. Opuo is 100% Oshiwambo, the choir itself. Oshierero Himba. But we've managed to part of our repertoire, we have managed to perform one of the renditions by P.H. Kisting, our former deputy bishop of the ELCRN, a song that is in KKG. So it is a testimony that I have passed tribalism and so on. So with me, it's about service delivery.
Yeah.
With me, it's all about accountability. It's all about performance. It's all about deliverance.